Hey amazing people, on this episode Roundup, we are going to be looking at Justice League, Zack Snyder's cut, Godzilla vs. Kong, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Sony Xperia Mark III series of phones, and Elon Musk tampering with our brains, and a tech tip at the end of the show. So stay tuned, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow us on our different social media handles. We appreciate you. We love to hear from you. On that note, I'm your host, A to the Y to the O, and this is the DFC channel. Okay guys, starting off with Justice League Zack Snyder's cut. That movie is as melancholic as it gets. It's so gloomy and dark and slow and moody. Well, we can say it's mildly interesting to watch, but if you did enjoy the original Justice League movie, you're going to enjoy this a bit more. If you did not enjoy that one, you might not really enjoy this either. The extra scenes are quite nice and the extra effects are quite interesting, to say the least, but nothing over the top and nothing really exciting about this new cut. So we give it a 7 over 10 overall. I think that's fair. Moving on. The movie Godzilla vs. King Kong has been out for a while now. If you haven't seen it, well, you should definitely see it. That movie gave us mad titan monster action from beginning to end. It was a thrill to watch. If you love rampaging action of monsters tearing down the city, you're gonna definitely enjoy this movie. The storyline was meh at best, but we didn't come for the story. We came for the mad titan action and it delivered. They gave us 3 rounds of Godzilla vs. Kong, with Godzilla coming out on top as the victor in 2 of the fights. And Godzilla had to remind King Kong, "Who's your daddy?" And Kong was like, "You are." that was just hilarious. But overall, the movie was fun. We give it a 7.5 because the movie was meh, the story was meh, and some other scenes did not make a lot of sense. Well, that's that. Marvel and Disney's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The show is killing it. The story is great. The action scenes are great. The effects and everything is really amazing. Marvel fans are having a blast with the whole series. If you're not a Marvel fan, you definitely will enjoy it, but it's much easier, much more enjoyable as a Marvel fan because you can understand the references, the comic, the cartoon, and the movie references that they tend to feature in different scenes and all that. We'll leave you with this quote from the series. The Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves. And then there's the big down. Oh, and they weren't even super soldiers. Do you love Sony phones? We love Sony phones, and do you know why we love Sony phones in particular? Sony phones have always been quite unique, bringing in their different style of design, interface, extras like gaming, audio, visuals. They've always just tried to make things a bit different from theirs in a very premium way, although quite scarce and difficult to get your hands on one, except you're buying them from us and we know how to get them. Overall, Sony smartphones have always given that very unique product for those who really love unique devices and unique things like that. Now which brings us to their Mark III series of phones, which they just launched I think that was on the 12th to 13th of this month, April 2021. And we've got to tell you, those phones look fantastic. We have the Xperia 1 Mark III, Xperia 5 Mark III, and Xperia 10 Mark III. The Xperia 1 Mark III is the highest of quality of them all. Then the 5 Mark III is like the compact version of the 1 Mark III, and then the 10 Mark III is like the mid-range version of all of them. So depending on your pick, pricing is not yet available and it's going to be available in the market for orders and pre-orders in a couple of months thereabouts. But these phones come with top of the end processors, great screens, great cameras from everything we saw, and then Sony is into a a number of different industries. They're into the audio industry, the visual industry, the gaming industry. So they tend to put a little bit of everything into their devices to make the device like an all-round premium device. Usually quite expensive and also scarce, but you can't go wrong whenever you hold these phones. And you always get this premium support from Sony because of their special softwares and all that put into it. But kudos to Sony. We love the device. We can't wait to start seeing the reviews and talk about them more in length. World billionaire Elon Musk is working on a project called Neuralink that allows a processor chip to be installed in the mind of animals or beings in the future to make them control mechanical parts. The aim of this is to give paralytics the chance to have artificial limbs, robotic limbs, whereby they can control it with their mind like it were actually part of your body. And this couple of weeks, they had an experiment with a monkey whereby they placed two of these chips in the brain of the ape and made it control or play a video game with just its mind, with a control stick that was not attached to it. It was the whole process of things, but the point is they succeeded in having the monkey use its mind to just control the video game. And yeah, it's great and it's wonderful, and we know that it's going to serve a lot of future purposes, but it also raises some concerns because where you're dealing with artificial intelligence in those chips that are converting the signals from your brain to digital signals to robotic parts to make you be able to use them and move them, we definitely will move to a stage whereby we'll be having people substituting their biological parts for mechanical parts, either for better enhancement, speed, stamina, strength, or even weapons in that sense of things. So it leaves a lot of questions as to what other parts would this be applied in if there aren't going to be strong restrictions on how this can be implemented. That Neuralink can become all on its own some kind of futuristic weapon whereby the human body becomes a programmable weapon for war and some other legalities and illegalities depending on the situation. But they're doing great. We wish Elon Musk all the best, and we're watching and seeing where this is going to go. But let's just keep our fingers crossed everything goes great. To round up this episode, here is our tech tip to help you out. Whenever you're using your mobile phones through the day and you have to charge them, always try to make sure you don't charge them more than 80% through the day. That way it makes the battery life of your devices last much longer over the years. But whenever you're charging it overnight, it's fine for it to charge up to 100% because most recent devices for like a couple of years now, they have embedded instructions that prevent your batteries from charging even when it's full already, so it doesn't explode in your sleep or something. So don't worry, during the day, try to make sure you're charging your devices just up to 80% and then you stop. When it drops again, charge it again up to 80% and then you stop. That way you keep improving, you extend the battery life of your device over the years till when you're ready to change your device or something. We hope that's helpful. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. We hope to see you in our next video, so stay tuned. This is the DS channel. Stay safe, people.